It is my pleasure to announce or to present the following members of the administration who are on stage today. Dr. Thomas Hochstetler, the Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs. Dr. Moza Shehi, Vice Chancellor for Student Affairs. Mr. Salim El-Qasir, Vice Chancellor for Public Affairs. You can tell where we got tickets for graduation from. Mr. Ali Shahemi, Vice Chancellor for Enrollment Management. Dr. Nader Murtada Sabah, Vice Chancellor for Development and Alumni Affairs. Ms. Linda Ataya, Registrar. Dr. William Heidkamp, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences. Dr. Peter Di Sabatino, Dean of the School of Architecture and Design. Dr. Malcolm Richards, Dean of the School of Business and Management. Dr. Yusuf El Asaf, Dean of the College of Education. Ms. Kathy Ray, University Librarian. Other members of the stage party will be introduced during today's ceremony. It is an AUS tradition that at commencement, a member of the class speaks on behalf of fellow graduates. The student is selected through a competition amongst undergraduate students who graduate each year. The speaker for the class of 2009 is Ms. Noor Omran Naimi. She is a finance major and is graduating with a magna cum laude. Noor?
Thank you. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May the peace and blessings of Allah be upon you. Your Highness, Sheikh Dr. Sultan bin Muhammad Al-Qasimi, Chancellor Heath, members of the Board of Trustees, AUS faculty and staff, proud parents, honored guests, and most importantly, my fellow graduates. I am honored to welcome you to the American University of Sharjah's Fall 2009 Commencement. Je suis un citoyen du monde. I am a citizen of the world. As one of the great political philosophers de Montesquieu said, we, my fellow graduates, should not limit ourselves to a certain nationality, a certain race, or a certain gender. We should be a part of a greater aspect, a higher reasoning, and a more noble cause. Today, AUS graduates, we are graduating as citizens of the world. With the knowledge and experience symbolized by the degree we are receiving comes the power of having the ability and wisdom to promote a change. With the current turbulent world situation, and with events such as the unprecedented global financial crisis, the swine flu pandemic, wars in various places in the world, and the contemporary social illnesses, a change is essential. Know that each of our individual, seemingly insignificant actions does affect the world in a certain way. To reach this stage, we have faced the recurring horror of final exams at the end of each semester. Following the final exams week came the sense of fulfillment of crossing one more semester off and stepping closer to graduation. A couple of days ago, we crossed our last semester off, and that day that seemed far off reach and too distant to think about when we first joined AUS has finally come. In our university life, Our primary goals were to submit our projects, pass our exams, and to survive every semester. We probably did not give life after university much thought. Now, however, we have to think about our goals in life through a wider perspective. We as AUS alumni will face life with open minds and sharp intellects. Our choices will reflect our characters as socially responsible, inventive, and intellectual beings. These choices will be based on rationality and will be for the greater good of humanity. When contemplating a decision, for example, choosing between a lucrative or a humanitarian job offer, the latter would be chosen as it is selfless and is for society's benefit. This will lead to healthier societies and ultimately to a healthier nation. The knowledge accumulated from our specialized and general courses, the experiences we have gone through as students, and the people we have been touched by at this university have changed our personalities towards the better. Our major courses provided us with the basis of succeeding in our individual fields. The general courses we have chosen gave us a sense of appreciation of other fields. Our professors have had a great role of shaping our minds into being accomplished individuals, and our fellow students have been of enormous support throughout the years. These are all combined to culminate as the degree we are receiving today and will lead us to strive forward through the challenges we will face and be willing to continuously change towards the better. My fellow graduates, not only will we improve on ourselves, we will also change wrongs around us. Each step that every one of us graduates takes makes a difference, as we are all one, and our powers of quality and quantity will ultimately lead to a concrete amendment. Even though our loyalty to each of our prospective countries does exist, our uttermost loyalty to the world surpasses that. By excelling in our individual fields, speaking out our minds, reaching through to less fortunate people, and remaining as allegiant citizens of our great nation, we are capable of revolutionizing the current world situation. Failures are valid facts of life, and we will certainly encounter them. I have recently heard an anonymous quote: "Waves are inspiring, not because they rise and fall, but because each time they fall, they never fail to rise again." My dear fellow graduates, know that these hurdles are learning opportunities and never fail to rise. Do not be discouraged, and know that a failure is nothing but a minor setback that you're actually benefiting from by recognizing your mistakes and learning how to develop yourself into performing better the next time around. Being global citizens is not an easy task, as it requires constant self-management and a strong inner will. We should be the epitome of honesty and diligence in our future careers and further studies by performing each task with the uttermost integrity and avoiding fraud. We should also remain as the tolerant individuals we are, and to assess people based only on their characters and merit, not based on their color or gender. While being patriotic world citizens, we must hold on to our beliefs, values, and traditions regardless of the circumstances we are challenged with. Ultimately, we should and we will excel in our careers, studies, and lives for ourselves and our families, for our countries, and most importantly, for our great nation, the world as a whole. Class of Fall 2009, you should be proud to consider the world as your country and to live your lives serving the ultimate good of humanity. There is not a single cause that is more noble. Congratulations.